Hello, welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is a Nocturne Intrigue board. Well, with the 5-2, I guess I'll open Tracker. I'm not thrilled with it. I would rather have the 3-4, or like the 5-2 would be a little better. You could go Den into like something better than Tracker. I mean, there's nothing... Tracker's fairly inoffensive. I think Faithful Hound is not super great. Tracker is fine. So the idea here will probably be to, not build that big because there's just not, the payload isn't really there. There's plenty of drawn stuff. And I guess the payload would be here with Conspirator if we had more than just Pouch for plus buy. Obviously, you can roll Forest sometimes with the Tracker, but so Tracker lets you top deck cards as its thing, and it gives you a boon. So it's like pretty weak, but you know it only costs 2, and sometimes it can be useful. And here it can be pretty useful. The trashing is not so strong, so being able to top deck like Werewolves while playing a Ghost Town or something is pretty good. I guess I'll probably just buy a Den. I mean, I don't know. This could get a little dicey, I think. Just because there's not like a huge amount of payload. This is good boon here, actually. It does let us get... What do I want to get? Maybe Exorcist. Yeah, I will top deck in Ghost Town. I'm not going to top deck the Ghost Town. So we probably only hit 3 here. Yeah, that's fine. I was sort of hoping to avoid buying silver. This is a little bit the thing to put on here. Like, in theory, the thing we want to play the most is the Exorcist, but if we don't have it with an estate, we're not that thrilled with playing it. I'd like to hit 5. We got a Wisp on top, but don't actually have a way of... We could buy a Necromancer, I guess. They're not super good here. They're not bad. I mean, it's always a little bit of utility, but... Trying to think. So, like, the Conspirator can't really activate. It may collide with the Tracker, though it does just give us money, which is probably just worth putting it on top, because we do want to hit 5 on this next turn if we can. I can believe in a world where, like, top decking Tracker was a little... Or we couldn't top deck Tracker, but not top decking Conspirator for the purposes of... Anyway, this is pretty good. I think I'll get another Den here. I mean, just hitting the Pouch with the Conspirator and the Wisp, I believe, drew something. So that was what must have. It was quite nice. But not must have, but it did. I'm going to get a Ghost Town. Really, the Ghost Towns right now are not doing much for me. And if I had a Tracker in play, I probably would have put a Den of Sin on top. Let me think now. Yeah, we can go ahead. We're not hitting 5 here, so we might as well put a Conspirator on top. And then buy Ghost Town. I'm going to top deck. Then we get to put a Wisp on top. So the Conspirator, I was going to say the Conspirators will activate basically for sure. And Pouch is still down in here. So that's really good. We should try to draw. We didn't get there, unfortunately. Tracker would have been probably the... Well, Tracker would have ruled. It would have ruled to draw Tracker. But anyways, we can still go like ghost or den werewolf, and we have this down, so that's pretty nice. Whether we ever like draw deck, well, we should be able to. It's just not like the fastest thing of all time. This is sort of an unfortunate time to get the pouch because we just don't have the or not the pouch, get the forest. We don't have that much money. Like in the next turn, I think we'll probably have a little more money and maybe could use the buy. I guess we're just not playing Exorcist this turn. It really is a little unfortunate that we don't have gains here to make better use of Exorcist and stuff, but it is what it is, I guess. This is going to be like a lot of extra draw here. We could... I think we save one of the ghost towns. We're probably going to be okay on beating the bot, though, at this point, because it's like... We're going to start attacking them. Okay. And then that is just going to be bad news for the AI. We can either even up our... I'm going to build the double. Though if I do... I should maybe even up the dens. See, these kinds of attacks are just going to be hopefully pretty brutal against the AI here. Yeah, I mean, that's not a very good turn. Oh. We may need to, well, we can think of it. We like, if we don't care about playing that conspirator, we can still just attack with the werewolf. Which I think is true. I don't think we care about having 15 coins this turn or whatever it is. So now we can either go like, we can either get to our 16 now, which is probably like gold conspirator, or we can add another werewolf. At present, we don't necessarily have a huge amount of overdraw for when we do start greening. Other than that, we can, if we go gold conspirator, we can trash a few more coppers as we go along. Otherwise, we can go conspirator werewolf and then buy like province gold the next turn. What did we get with war? Silver trash pretty good. All right, so they bought I guess our draw also is pretty contingent on the wisp hits a little bit, because it's not like, I mean, if the wisps hit, then okay, we can just get a gold. That's cool. We maybe we might as well top deck it. We maybe I don't know, we maybe could have sequenced that a little bit so that the wisp drew the coppers after discarding them to the thing, but this is fine. Well, that having happened, I guess I'll just double province at this point. I don't want to give them like too much time. Oh, Envious is brutal for them. Like that's just, that would have been maybe not a province, but very close. They would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That cost them a province, so that's killer. That's awesome. The wisps aren't drawing this turn, so we may just end up playing, although we get one out of it. We may end up playing most of the, oh, that's nice. I mean, if we already have everything, I think the last card is maybe another Whisper Conspirator. No, it's a Ghost Town. We should draw it. We should draw it. Miserable is, you know, fine here. It's not a huge deal, but we have gotten very good boons. I'll say that. Or not boons. Well, the boons were fine too, but the hexes were quite good. Maybe we'll get a Sun's Gift now. Okay. I guess decline. There's a I mean, I guess we're guaranteed to draw it again. We could get an estate. Are we guaranteed we have? It's basically estate or another hex, which estate is like a guaranteed point, so probably technically a little better. Oh no, we can't play them all. I forgot I can't actually play all the werewolves. Alright, well we oh no, we still have 16. We drew all the money. There must be, I don't know, it's, what did we get for tracker? Earth, of course, Earth. Well, anyway, I guess we have 16. I'm missing something, but that's okay. Let's get an imp just for the fun of it and top deck it, of course. Okay, well that ran pretty quickly. We got that Skies gift at pretty much the perfect time. So that definitely cut it by a turn for us. Otherwise, I think we need one more turn there, but one more turn to 6. It's also possible if we don't get the Skies, and if we don't get Envious, then the bot buys another province and we win 5-3 on the same turn. It's still on turn 14, so that could have been similar, because AI would have taken a province there. So anyway, 14 is probably, I don't know, kind of what is probably pretty achievable. I didn't really have anything to complain about on the draws though, so maybe it's a little faster than average. The AI will buy a lot of ghost towns and then just, you know, they don't have terminal actions. Like Ghost Town is only good here because of Werewolf. So if you don't have Werewolves, Ghost Town's super bad and way worse than Silver. 3 trackers is pretty crazy. I mean, they just use the extra buys from Pouch to buy things that are cheap, and of course 3 trackers is terrible, awful. So anyway, pretty nice kingdom. Nice little engine. Nothing wild, but sort of it's sort of a standard Smithy Village engine, only the Village and Smithy were these night cards. Well, the Werewolf was half night, which gives a little difference to the flavor. All right, that's the game. Hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you all tomorrow.